KTM's latest type approval filing for the 2026 790 Duke in China has reignited speculation, not just about its updated design, but about what may lie beneath the surface. The newly submitted documents, accompanied by a semi-official image, confirm a sharper visual identity defined by KTM's latest open-face headlight mask, with a central LED projector and DRL surround. Yet beyond the styling refresh and incremental hardware tweaks, the bigger question lingers. Will the 790 Duke become the next model to adopt KTM's automated manual transmission? On paper, the changes to the new 790 Duke appear evolutionary rather than revolutionary. It swaps out Brembo-based braking hardware for KTM's in-house WP braking systems, following the path already taken by the 390 Duke. Bosch's 9.3 MP ABS remains in place, while WP suspension continues to handle damping duties front and rear. The rear subframe has been redesigned, reportedly lighter and still likely cast aluminum, contributing to a claimed ready-to-ride weight of 185 kilograms, 2 kilograms less than before. There's also a revised aluminum swing arm and a high-mounted silencer tucked on the right side. In short, this is a methodical update focused on integration and cost control. The engine, meanwhile, appears untouched. The 799 cubic centimeters LC8C parallel twin already complies with Euro 5+ standards, producing 105 horsepower in Chinese registration form. Europe will almost certainly retain the 95 horsepower specification to preserve A2 compatibility via a 48 horsepower restriction. No obvious mechanical revisions have been disclosed, and the homologation data does not indicate internal changes. If KTM were preparing to debut AMT on the 790 Duke, one would expect at least a footnote in the type approval, unless the system is being homologated separately or reserved for a later variant. Understanding KTM AMT system clarifies why its potential arrival on the 790 Duke would be significant. Unlike a dual-clutch transmission, KTM automated manual transmission retains a conventional gearbox layout but eliminates the clutch lever. A centrifugal clutch manages low-speed takeoff, while electronic actuators control clutch engagement and gear selection. Riders can choose between manual mode, using either a foot lever or handlebar-mounted paddles without a clutch, and automatic mode, where the ECU determines shift timing based on throttle input, RPM, speed, and load. The system even introduces a revised shift pattern, P, N, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with a park lock to prevent rolling when the engine is off, compensating for the disengaged centrifugal clutch. KTM claims shift speeds comparable to modern quickshifters, and an optional high-rev auto-shift feature prevents over-revving in manual mode. Would such a system suit the 790 Duke? From a market perspective, it makes sense. The middleweight naked segment is increasingly diverse, appealing not only to experienced riders, but also to urban commuters and A2 license holders seeking accessible performance. An AMT-equipped 790 Duke could broaden the bike's appeal, particularly in congested Asian and European cities. KTM has already shown willingness to experiment with transmission technology on other platforms, and the 790 Duke, now more tightly integrated with in-house components, could serve as a logical expansion point. However, there is also risk. The 790 Duke built its reputation on sharp throttle response, aggressive character, and rider engagement. Purists may see AMT as dilution rather than innovation, especially in a segment where mechanical involvement is part of the appeal. For now, the homologation documents point only to incremental refinement, not transmission revolution. But as KTM continues to consolidate components under its own brands and explore new technology pathways, the possibility of an AMT variant, if not at launch, then as a future derivative, cannot be dismissed.